Hello, welcome to today's stream. Uh Sorry I'm late. If you're in the Discord server, you know why I'm late. It's because there was another gamer club meeting. Um we were discussing a game called Planet of Lana. It was pretty fun. Uh it dragged on for a little longer than I thought it would. Uh Honestly, I probably could have left like 30 minutes before I did, but it's fine. I'm here now. Unfortunately, I'm just gonna give a heads up. Today's stream is gonna be an hour shorter than usual. Because I have stuff that I need to do after the stream. That I've already scheduled with a classmate of mine. It's school stuff. Got to do it. Probably won't take that long, but I've said that after the stream, I'm gonna do it. So it's only an hour today, but I'm thinking I might just make tomorrow's stream a bit longer, or alternatively Wednesday's stream a bit longer. So still gonna get the 6 hours this week because I want to, not because I feel like I have to, but because I want to. So that's the first thing that I want to just get, make clear. Also, welcome, Chris. Good to see you. Second thing I wanted to just quickly show off because I'm so surprised that I was able to do it myself with the skills that I have. I've been drawing some more. And so here's the thing. I have a list of things to draw. Also, holy fuck, the Minecraft launcher is full of garbage. Jesus. That is way too much stuff. They've Microslopified the Minecraft launcher. Oh my god, the amount of stuff happening on screen right now. It's one game. How much can you advertise? They're making a Minecraft Dungeons too? Okay, hold on. I need to minimize that window. I've been drawing some more. I have a list of things on my phone. I'm like, I need to draw these things at some point. This is stuff that I want to draw. This would be fun to draw. And an idea that I had not too long ago was it was a 2 a.m. kind of idea. I thought of Guillermo del Toro's name, and my brain was like, Guillermo. I'm gonna draw Guillermo del Toro as a fish. So I've started doing that. And oh my god, do you see the eyes? And the face so far? Do you see what I managed to draw? Holy shit. For context, I've only drawn faces like maybe 2.5 times. It's like, how? I have not practiced drawing faces very much in the past, and whenever I have, I usually just crumble up the piece of paper and chuck it, because it's usually terrible. But it's really just like a whole, like, the mindset that I have now has changed so much in terms of my results. It's actually incredible. But yeah, I was so happy with how I got the eyes done, because, like, eyes are usually the trickiest part. Eyes sort of determine how the rest of the drawing will look. You can fuck up the mouth, you can fuck up the nose, but the eyes are the window to the soul. So you gotta really nail the eyes, and I really think I did. I think I really did. So I just hope that I don't accidentally draw a hard line over them at some point, because that would suck. But yes, the concept is great, but also, like, the concept is, I think, is hilarious. But it is also very cursed. But I'm so glad with how it's coming out so far. And I just wanted to show it off. Anyway, to show what I was just talking about with the Microsoftification of all this, let me just put this on screen. Where's the capture? That is not entirely correct. Can I just do this? Is that gonna work? Is it gonna show the Minecraft launcher? It's not an exe, so is it gonna work that way? I don't think it will. I'll just show it here instead. Look at all this. Look at all this fucking garbage. Look at how much garbage. It's one game. What happened? Look at all this stuff that's around it. There's over here, here, down here, Like, what the fuck is going on here? Jesus, it's terrible. Like, you have all the side menus. Use them. Even here. This is for Java Edition. Why am I seeing all this other crap? God, we've microslopped too close to the sun. This is too much. It's meant to be one game. Why all this garbage? Anyway. Anywho, I need to start up the game, which I haven't done in a while. I also realized I have played Minecraft in like the last year, but I never really saw any of the new stuff, and I was also doing it very modded. Like I was trying to play Minecraft, but I made my character really small, and that was the whole gimmick. But I never got very far because I don't know, I got sort of bored of it. So technically speaking, I have played it in the last few years, but in the grand scheme of things, I haven't really touched this in like 2-ish years. I've seen some of the new stuff in trailers because it's fucking unavoidable, but mostly I've never seen any of this new stuff. A lot of it's going to be new to me. What's the concept for this world run? The concept is I want to play the game, and we'll see what happens from there. I'm just gonna play it. That's it. I want to see what's new in the game. I'm probably gonna give myself some arbitrary, stupid goals. I'm just looking to have some fun. That's all. Do some stupid projects. I'm not even considering that I have to finish it or whatever. I don't have to defeat the Ender Dragon. I hope I get to that point, but if I end up feeling bored before that, then I just won't. Now, turn up that music. Turn it to 50. I might have to mess with the audio stuff later. Music toast? No music toast is shown. What the fuck is a music toast? What kind of bread is it? I don't know. Single player. God, there's a lot of stuff in here. Oh yeah. I recorded some strip mining footage. Even more proof that I didn't actually not play this in a few years. There's also some weird looking levels here. That's because I played this game in VR. A lot of fun. Gotta say. Delete that one. I don't need that one. Make a new one. I'm gonna call it. What am I gonna call it? Limbus. Maybe. In my 2-week Minecraft phase right now with my roommate, so the stream is timely. Well, nice. Very nice. Allow commands. I'm gonna allow commands just cuz, but I'm gonna try and not use them. Yeah, survival. Anything else I want to turn on or off? I don't think so. Everything is just fine the way it is. Create a new world. And let's hope for a decent seed. Usually, what determines whether or not I get bored in the next few minutes is whether or not I spawn at a half-decent place. If I have to go searching for 5 hours to find the perfect place to build my house, then I guess I'll just re-roll and get a new seed. Already not really off to a good start because I'm not really a fan of this biome. It's not terrible, but also video settings. What is no unlimited frame rate. Who told you could do that? I don't need any more than 60. Full screen? No. Dude. Okay, so I guess you only have full screen or not. Cool. Render distance, don't put it at 29 chunks. Jesus Christ, it's far too many chunks. Give me 16. Clouds, store. Cloud distant. 128 chunks. That also seems just a bit much. Put it 1090 or something. Fine. Ever since I activated Nvidia's fucking optimization thingamajigger, my games are no longer optimized. Not only is Nvidia pushing their DLSS 5 bullshit AI slupification tool, but they're also not optimizing my game's performance at all. What they're doing when they say optimize is basically cranking the slider of graphics to max. Is not very good. Like, yeah, my computer can handle it, sure enough, sort of, but like, it doesn't like it. It starts being noisy. Like, yeah, I do have 3080 my computer, but like, don't do that to me, please. Also, hello, dog. How are you? They're also playing the new Minecraft music, I'm pretty sure, which I'm not a fan of. I'm like an old man shaking my fist at the clouds at the new music. I don't like it as much. And to be fair, it's very unfair to the composers for the new music because they have a standard to live up to that they will never live up to. Not because their work on a technical level is like never going to be able to reach what the original had. It's just that nostalgia is such a powerful tool, you know. And in this case, nostalgia has a firm grip on my emotions regarding this game. So yeah, no, I'm still gonna hate the new music. I think I'm just gonna make a boat, and then I'm gonna sail around the coast until I find like a regular ass forest to begin with. I'm really a default kind of guy when it comes to Minecraft. I really prefer like the simpler things, like a simple basic Minecraft forest. It just really stirs something within my soul. I'm also gonna have to learn to not. Why did I make two of these? Ignore. I did that. Please ignore that. I haven't played it in a while. Shut up. Yeah, give me that. Why not? Give me that. I'm gonna have to relearn to not press tab. Woo, hello! Hello, who are you? You're one of those shell things. Those ones. Is it a Nautilus? Is that what they're called? Naughty less or naughty more? What level of naughty are we talking here? Very funny, me. Very funny. Not a great biome selection to start with, I gotta say. Whole bunch of ice and a whole bunch of spruce. Not really what I want. The new naughty boys, yeah. I like to pull pranks. Did I really get dropped into like the hugest spruce forest? I mean, there's something over there. But is that a birch forest? That's not really much better. Just a bunch of birch trees. Stuff to get over there, I guess, is a ruined portal. Cherry biomes? Oh yeah, those ones are nice. I've seen those ones. And I have experimented a little bit with the cherry wood. So that's some of the stuff that I have seen. What do we got in here? Horse armor. Cool. A lodestone. I love it, loads. But could I get something other than a birch forest, though? Like, I low-key just kind of want a regular-ass forest. I think I see one. I think I see a regular-ass forest. I'm also going to pick up this. Could be useful. And fuck it. Put on the golden boots. Why not? Be fancy. The fuck is this? Oh, wait, yeah, no, I did see that a little bit. When I was doing the world to gather some Minecraft footage of me just strip mining, I did see that. It was a glow bug. Like a glow... The bug that glows. The bush full of those. Not seen, just wanted. Yep. So this is a bit of regular forest. That's good. How big is the forest? I know it's not the size of the forest that matters, it's how you use it, but I would prefer a bit of a bigger forest. I don't mean to size shame, I'm just like, I would prefer one. You know? It seems pretty sizable though. Oh, but there's a lot of birch here though. I feel like it's a thin sliver of regular forest and then the rest of it is birch. I'll check over here though, because building next to the river seems pretty cool. I can kill the sheep now that I'm here at the very least. I will say what I'm hoping for this playthrough is that, Oh, dude, there's a jungle? Perfect. Nice. What I'm hoping for with the playthrough is essentially that I'm gonna have as much fun here as I did, when... also, if I want to change the color of that wool, I actually need some bone meal to do that. Never mind, I don't need to. Just kill these guys. For my first playthrough when I got Minecraft on PC, because like when I first played Minecraft, I played it on Xbox 360, growing up. But when I first got it on PC, it had like been maybe 5 or so years since I'd played it on console last, and even then, toward the end, then went on my console time with it, I hadn't played Minecraft that much because it sort of fell off from doing that. I'll grab a few more of these bushes, why not? I like them. But the first time that I came back to Minecraft, I was playing it like non-stop, and I was doing that solo, which a lot of people say like, oh, I can't play on Minecraft on my own because it's too boring or whatever. But I was having so much fun, building all kinds of shit, just having all kinds of adventures. It was great. So I'm sort of hoping for a similar experience with this, where I can just sort of keep this going a while. Because I need time to figure out more interesting streams to do. Challenge runs really are kind of important if you want to grow a channel. That's how you get people to watch. The amount of fucking traction my channel gained when I was doing that Fallout 3 in French business, that was crazy. I still haven't grown that much, but I did grow like 1%, and I'm very grateful for that percent. But if I'm looking for any more growth, I gotta figure out some more challenge runs that I'm able to do that are also kind of unique. Which is not an easy thing to do. Good lord, it's not easy. The stars really do gotta align, and it's cloudy, so I'm not even sure if the stars will align. I really hope that I can get a lot of time out of this to just figure stuff out. And of course, it would also be nice if I could have fun and play the game too. Just a small bonus, you know. Should probably get off and make a bed. But for that, I would need wood. Also, did see that they had leaves on the ground in some of these regular forests, so that's pretty cool. It's pretty neat. With dweems. Also, I'm just gonna give a forewarning now. I'm really not the kind of Minecraft player that min-maxes stuff. I'm not really good at a lot of the game. I'm not even that good at building things. I'm just a kind of, I almost would want to say below average player. Like whenever I play with friends or whatever, I always kind of feel like I don't know, hmm. Like I wouldn't say it's a bad thing because if anything, I feel like I enjoy the game more because of it. Um, Also, there's a giant lake here. That's cool. That's like very cool. A little awkward, maybe, but it is pretty cool. Hmm. I kind of like how it slopes down over there. I feel like I could make a pretty decent like house situation over that way. But I'm also thinking maybe if there's a nice area in that forest over there, I can make like a little harbor down there. Also, did I pick up the boat? I did. A cool basin. It's pretty cool. It's pretty damn cool. But yeah, I just wanted to forewarn that if you're, if you're looking for a guy that'll do all the quote unquote correct things, then my bad. That's not gonna happen. Um, I'd imagine there's a lot of potential for backseat gaming here, which is fair. Hopefully, there's just not too much of it. um, what do we got over here? A cave. A little cave, sure. It's not really speaking to me just yet. Whoa, okay, there's a giant hole. Also, maybe this is just me being an old man again, but as much as I do love a lot of these huge cave systems they've added, it is very cool. Some of it's kind of annoying too. um, like I just kind of feel like there's a little, they happen a little too much. You know what I mean? Like it's cool, but you come across these all the time, and that's neat. But kind of wish it was a little bit more rare. The cave up there is a bit too much because it's so big it's hard to get back out sometimes compared to the old gen system. Yeah. Um it's like just a little bit too big. It's a little like I don't know, I feel like they could have done a little bit more with it. Um Like, maybe they do have it now, I don't know, but I sort of feel like they could have put in like maybe some more structures in the caverns. Like maybe ruins from another civilization. They do have the thing with the monster that hears you or whatever, which I never dealt with either. I never did that whole section. Uh, but like that's one thing, and it's more so rare than anything else. Like it would be cool to see these giant, vast spaces, and then there's like some glowing ruins or whatever somewhere. Like that would be pretty neat. Maybe putting goblins in the game. Do that. Put some goblins in there. That'd be pretty cool. Basically, I just want it to be a little bit more Lord of the Rings. You know what I mean? Let me find a Balrog in there. Boomer Minecraft stream for sure. The glow caves are awesome though. Love their vibe, and axolotls have become a new favorite mob. Yeah, those ones are definitely good. I'd have nothing against the glow caves. They're dope. Generally, I feel like if they have so many empty spaces now in the world generation, I feel like they could have put in maybe some like underground biomes a bit more. Like, you know how Terraria has those glowing mushroom biomes? I feel like they could have probably done something like not similar, but like you could have done that. Put some more make the underground a bit more varied other than just a bunch of empty spaces. Um but do I want to build here? Or does that area over there speak to me a bit more? I think that area over there speaks a little bit more to me. It's calling to me. And I'm deciding that I'm gonna pick up the phone right now. Whee! Also, I don't know why, but it seems like the game is a little paler than it normally is. Like, the grass color here does not seem as vibrant. But maybe that's because, I have less will to live now, being an older man, so the colors of life are just fading in general, so therefore the colors of the game are also fading. Could be that, you never know. um, like, the grass in the jungle is low-key how I remember the grass looking in the forests. Um, I think I could make something happen here. They have changed the texture, so not tripping. Good philosophy, though. I mean, I wish the philosophy wasn't true. But it actually kind of is, though. Life sort of does lose its color a little bit as you grow. Right. Well, I think I'll just start building over here. I don't want to run around for too long. I'm on limited time today, after all, so I want to get set up here. Don't know exactly how I'll set up my shop here, but I shall figure it out. Some terraforming will have to happen, but I kind of like the idea. What I like to do is just sort of build with what nature has provided me with, if you know what I mean. Like, I'm not someone that likes to terraform a huge amount. I like to adapt to what's already there. And I'm kind of seeing a small little house here. It's not really flat enough. But I could see like a staircase going down to like a little boat harbor here. And then I could also make the house like go into the hill or something, like a hobbit house. Hmm. You could put like supports in the water with fence posts, like a swamp house. I could do that. Totally something I could do. I kind of just want to make it what's the word? What's the place called down south of Sweden? Quedagorden. Hold on, let me see if I can find a picture of it online and I'll see what I mean. uh what's a good picture? Show me a good picture. That's kind of a good picture. Ish. Do that one and do this one, I suppose. If you check out, like how this is, like I just kind of want the house to be on land and then like maybe some sort of path down to like a harbor down in the water. Sort of like this. Except for the concrete here. The concrete is not necessary. But I do kind of also want to make a Swedish looking house. I want to find mangrove if possible. And make that happen. But we'll see how that goes. Finding mangrove could be a fucking whole quest. But we'll see. We will see. There's the game. But so that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, I'll do that. Oh, and I should mention as well, you're not allowed to criticize me for how I play the game, because I'm Swedish, so I'm objectively playing the game correctly, by the way. Just want to point that out. I can do no wrong. I was born to play it. I make up the rules. Just make a bunch of wood, make a chest, because I gotta dump my stuff. Dump it all in there for now. Also do gotta align my bedroom so that I'm looking at the window to see the sunset. I gotta remember to do that. Very important. My culture is not your costume. Exactly. It is actually kind of beautiful how the sunset goes directly there. In the opening there to the sea. That's legitimately, like, perfect. I should make the house, like, here, then. That's a good idea. That's a pretty good idea. In Sweden, when you were born, you get given a birth certificate and one free copy of Minecraft. Yeah. Only one copy, though. I got the 360 copy for free, but, had to pay for the PC version. Still unfortunate, but it's okay. Don't get greedy, exactly. Well, the problem is I'm not gonna be able to make the house of my dreams just yet. But I'm thinking I might just, when I have the correct materials to make the white sort of posts and all that, I'll change it. For now, let's have to rely on regular ass oak wood. Which is fine. Do gotta clear out some trees here. This one's gotta go. Oops, not that one. And I'll cook up some food. Now that I'm here. No. Son of a bitch. Just do that. Again, I don't want to terraform too much, but I think I want to dig out some of this dirt. But I want to make it look like it's somewhat intentional. It's playing the new music. Ew, stop. Gross. Cringe. Blech. You think I want the new music? Give me a break. There should really be like a setting in the game to like turn on boomer mode, so you're just like back in. You only have the classic tracks. That's what I'm here for, dude. I'm only here for the classic tracks because they are the ones that truly make me feel something. This new stuff is like, it's alright. Not bad. But the old stuff, when I hear it, it like... It's like it makes your life focus. Like everything comes into focus exactly with your emotions, you know? That's why so many guys are always like, oh, Minecraft used to be better back in the day. Because like when they heard that music, that was the one moment in their life where they would actually listen to how they felt. New Minecraft doesn't allow them to do that. There's no introspection because it's not quite as good. This is why there's so many upset men nowadays that are turning to the manosphere, because Minecraft doesn't work as their source of therapy anymore. And they're not gonna go to a therapist, because why would they do something stupid like that? People have modded that, I obviously use them for that. The old stuff is like those memes where the dude's brain is glowing. Exactly. Although, to me, it's more like the heart is glowing, if you know what I mean. I hear the music and I'm like... It's like I'm having a conversation with my, like, inner kid again. Like, hey man, it's been a while. You okay? And then the music stops and I'm like, oh right, cows, I gotta farm cows. Also, hello, Holy Lover. I forgot to say hello. I was so in my bit that I forgot to say hello. Good to see you. I need to make a hole for the mine. I yearn for the mines. Where do I make the mine entrance? This is very important. Hugely important. I'm gonna make it... Ooh, there's no really great spot nearby. Tricky. Well, this is kind of a hole already. That could work. Sort of. There's also this water here, which I'm not very happy about. That's annoying. I should make a bridge across here, though. And then something over there. Everything changed, but we still have Minecraft. Yup. What's my skin? Is Luigi. Luigi's goated. He's great. Yeah, I really don't know where to put this fucking mine. Yeah. We're making it here. The mine goes here. That is final. I should dig it a little better if I want to put in this there. I'm not digging for the purpose of getting down at the moment. I'm just digging to get to stone, that's all. I will make this look better in due time. Cute? It's not cute to be Luigi, it's hot. Have you seen his Italian mustache? Like, goddamn! Rock solid within seconds. Also, did I mention that I'm straight? Ah, it's funny. You gotta achieve a certain level of straight where you're comfortable joking about wanting to kiss other men, you know? Bisexual agree. No. Being bisexual would be great, though. You'd have more options. And honestly speaking, That would be great for me too. The only time I've ever been hit on or had any sort of romantic success has been from dudes being like, "Hey, you wanna, you wanna kiss?" I'd have to be like, "God damn it! I yearn for the touch of a woman, and all I get is requests from men." It's a really upsetting time. Like, I appreciate it, but goddamn, bro. Really? Really, life? You gotta do me like this? Hello, Carbonara, good to see you! Chat pumping. Let me just make some torches so I can actually see something. There we go. And I'm doing okay, Carbonara. I'm sad that I can't stream the full 2 hours today because I got shit to do. School is getting in the way again. Darn tootin' school. But other than that, it's okay. I'm doing pretty good. Never hold hands romantically in my life. Yeah. Like when I was a young man of like 7 years of age, I was like the guy, all right? Like looking back, I realized, oh, like half the girls in my class were like had at least a something for me. Like I remember I got a card for one classmate that in like 7th to 9th grade never spoke like a word to her unless it was like specifically school related, which was not very often because she was in the other class. I was in 9A, she was in 9B. That's an example. Um, and I had a girlfriend at the time, which was basically just a friend that happened to be a girl, and you got like a peck on the cheek every once in a while. That was pretty much it. And then when I grew up and I was like, oh, I kind of actually feel a little bit alone. I kind of want to, have someone in my life. Nothing. Radio silence for the rest of your life. Sorry, bud. Your time, it came and it passed. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you're getting comfortable with the thoughts inside your own head. In which case, no, not really. Not really. Kind of don't like those. At times, gotta be honest. Insane child riz. I was the fucking king of the castle when I was a child. And I didn't even know. It's too busy thinking about Triceratopses and probably Transformers as well. Water bills are lower though. You got more time for music? Sure, sure. I love thinking. Help. I love thinking in moderate amounts and not too much. I've been overdosing on thinking for a while now. That's really my problem. I've been overdosing on thinking and I would like to hear what other people are thinking. That's what I need in my life. So please, chat, what's on your mind? Is it the same thing that I'm thinking of? How the world is collapsing? If so, please don't open your mouth. Stay quiet, remain quiet. Let me play the game. Focus on that. Drank too much think use. I philosophized too close to the sun, and now I'm suffering the consequences. Also, was that iron? It sure was. One piece of it. Cool. Great. I should take one for the team and kill Trump. I listen to his Wally. No, don't do it. Because that's the thing that's like everyone's thinking it. Like, well, how much better the world would be if he was dead. But also, when he eventually kicks the bucket, if he kicks the bucket during his presidency now, the power vacuum and the chaos that will ensue afterwards is going to be a fucking nightmare. I would be happy, but also it would objectively be a terrible thing too. Probably less terrible. I'm not sure. But anyway, Twitch, in case you're listening, I do not condone violence. I don't wish the death of anyone. Good. Please don't terminate my account. God, who am I kidding? I'm too small. I'm a speck of dirt. Amongst many other specks of dirt. But I am the funniest speck of dirt, objectively. There's a sticker of a creeper? Whoa. I had no idea. There's stickers? Crazy. Alright, let me make a shovel. Let me start get an idea of this foundation here. Yeah, let me just walk you all through the building plan here. I'm gonna make a little staircase here down to what will eventually be like a small little like a dock of some kind where I will have the boat. And then up the path will be a little walkway to the left here. I'm gonna make my house here, the first house. I might make several houses. And it's gonna be right here. I'm gonna terraform some of the ground a little bit. And then I'm gonna have maybe 2 stories because I really want a frame so that the bed is looking out through a window so you can see the sunset. That's the goal here. And I'm gonna make it look like a traditional Swedish house, you know, the red paint and the white sort of corners. It's gonna look great in 5 to 10 years. But when those 5 to 10 years are over, oh boy. The interest rate over here is gonna be great. Gonna make so much money. So many emeralds. But first of all, let me figure out how much space I need. That's the first thing I want to do. I could also make the house be like semi in the ground, if you know what I mean. Like I could have it like right up against the dirt, and that wouldn't look terrible. It would. I could probably make that work. Yeah, I'm really gonna need that mangrove wood whenever I actually commit to making this look nice. Because right now it's just gonna be whatever. Just gonna use regular ass oak. I did not have any sticks. I will make sticks. Actually, use this. There you go. Sorry, axe. Return to the ocean. Is that new music? That seems pretty new. Seems kind of similar to the old one, but I think I'm just confusing it with something else. It's also just very quiet. I can barely even hear it. Fucking turn it up. How wide do I want the house? I kind of want a tiny house. Oh, I was accidentally pressing space. I like tiny houses. They feel cozier. 4 wide is a little bit cramped, though. Yeah, I'll go here. And then I'll have it go out to there. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's uneven, though. But it might be fine. Do through that. Nah, it's gotta go one further. Yeah, this is new music. I don't think this is C4. It doesn't sound very explosive, so I'm just assuming this is not C4. Although, out of all the stuff that's not C4, this sounds the most similar to his style, so... this is sort of acceptable. You know that C2H5OH is ethanol, which you can drink, but CH3OH is methanol, which you can't drink because it's a fucking jet fuel. What? Cool fact, but what? Where did that come from? Are you thinking of drinking jet fuel? Because don't. Also, if I want to have my bed, so I'm looking out the direction where the sunset is, I'm either going to have to make like an upstairs floor the way that I'm thinking of this house right now, or I'm going to have to rethink it a little bit. Because it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And 2 stories is a little weird to make for this size. It would look a little off. Unless I do like a loft. There's like a little higher. And there's like an attic where I live. To have the bed. That could be... That could work. I could see that working. Let's see, first of all, make sure you put down where you want things to be. Put down this here and put down that there. Make another chest. Put it there. Nice. Just put the bed here for now. I'm gonna do this bit with the cobblestone just so I have a little bit of variance. Also, I mentioned it before that I'd played Minecraft in VR. But I really gotta say, that first time when I booted up Minecraft in VR, that was like being a child again. Holy. Because I have distinct memories of, like, pretending to play Minecraft, like, in real life as a child when I was out, like, in summer. I was, like, doing it with my brother. We were like, okay, well, here's the house. I'm making it out of this block. And, I'm gonna put my bed here. You can put yours here. All that sort of stuff. And it was, like, such vivid, such vivid memories. And, like, it just... That was a lot of fun. But then going and actually doing this in, like, Minecraft, seeing the size of just one block, the fact it goes up to your fucking waist, like, that was such a wonderful experience to do that. So, like, basically see Minecraft in person. That was so cool. And then it kind of got a little old, but it was ultimately really, really cool. And I wish I could play more VR, and I can, but I don't know. I don't really want to subject my PC to that right now. Also, it kind of is a bit weird to put windows on the stone here. No, whatever. I'll change the house later anyway. I'm not going to have the stone foundation when I actually make the traditional Swedish-looking house. So I will change it later. Childhood imagination IRL, exactly. Stone Age type house, but in a nice way. Yeah, I just like it basic. I don't like doing anything too fancy. And also, I need to be able to start building immediately. If I don't get to start building like in the first hour, then I will very quickly move on to just do something else with my time. Like a Minecraft world really, for me, lives or dies whether or not I get to start building in the next first few minutes of starting the world. If I don't get to do that, then yep, I'm gonna close down the game pretty fast. And that's why I like to get building on a house as soon as possible, and then I can just like I can change it later or whatever. But also like I don't know, I want it to feel cozy. I want it to feel a little cramped. I want it to feel a little humble living. That's how I prefer it. I see. I was thinking of doing a second floor. Because then I could put the bed up there as like an attic. Question is how I do that. Because then the floor would have to begin here. And I could like put a ladder here somewhere, I suppose. Could put a ladder here. Next to the door. We'll probably run into that a whole lot. It's a bit weird when you're doing like an angled rooftop. I'll have to think about it. First of all, I need more wood. Basically, you just build and freeload off your friends for mining materials. That's your strat. Scared of the mobs. You know what? It's fair. And honestly, considering how Mojang has been operating lately, they're really turning the game more and more into a horror game. They heard those ambient noises in the caves and they were like, well, what if that was a mob, though? What if we made a bunch of 6-year-olds shit themselves? Wouldn't that just be hilarious? And then they were like, ja, det låter som en jättebra idé, då kör vi på det. Låt oss skrämma barnen. Jag hatar barn. There we go. Gonna look a little tall for a while, but that's okay. Probably should have gotten some spruce when I was actually over there, but it's not too far. I can go get some if I need to. I'll just be cheap and continue using this to make the roof. Whoops. Sometimes I forget you're Swedish and think I've lost my ability to understand language because it's just close enough. I don't whip out the Swedish too much for streams either. I'm not like Mr. Pewdsterpie. The Pewds. Like when he was playing horror games over back in the day where he would like be scared and then just default back to English. I don't do that because unfortunately the voice in my head is in English, so I just sort of default to English. It's really, I'm so goddamn English pilled. I hate it. I also hate that I said English pilled. But I really do hate how just how much English is in my own head. Like I wish that I thought about Swedish more. And I know that when I've like, been at home around family, then my inner monologue tends to be Swedish for a while, but then it just sort of reverts back to English again. All of it's really just due to video games. That's mostly it. It's interesting that you have an English inner monologue. It is interesting, but also it's not surprising at all when you consider my lore. I like growing up, when I started when you hit that age when you can't really be friends with like any child you meet or like anybody you meet because like your interests start diverging a bit too much. It's no longer just dinosaurs or Transformers. It starts becoming like I'm interested in cars and I'm interested in I don't know video games for my example. When you hit that point, like for me, I basically started having way less friends because none. Like I had friends that played some video games. And it was mostly just Minecraft. Um, but I definitely got way less friends. I definitely didn't have any close friends that were like gamers as I was. Um, so it just sort of became more self-isolation due to the fact that like, well, I don't have anyone to hang out with. So I started watching a whole lot more YouTube. I just started to have to rely on English more just from like a base necessity. Um, because well, the Swedish content was just kind of crap. I never really liked the Swedish Let's Players, to be honest. Everything that was good was just pretty much in English. So I had to get really good at English and I had to use it a lot every day. But then also, for some reason, the few friends that I did have in like 7th to 9th grade, in that friend group, we would for some reason, even though we were all Swedish, for some reason we would all speak English. We would start in Swedish, someone would say a word in English, and then someone said a sentence in English, and then all of a sudden, we were just speaking English. I still don't know why. And the funny thing is, I thought that I must have just been like a freak sort of unique thing about that. Like like surely that was just a me thing, right? But then when I was a substitute teacher for a short while, I saw that there was a friend group there of kids where they did the same thing. So it's just a thing that happens. And I don't know why. um, exposure is everything, for sure. PewDiePie's goated. He's for sure goated. I had a lot of fun watching him growing up. I think the first playthrough of his that I watched growing up was Conker's Bad Fur Day. I enjoyed that playthrough a lot. Your language switching is just having very, very different English accents depending on who I talk to. Yeah. English accents are so fun. I mean, generally speaking, accents are fun, but English ones in particular, very fun. I'm gonna put the bed on the rooftop because it's eventually gonna be the attic. Goated Minecraft music. You hear that? Goated music. It's the shit. Tier. Put the bed there. Yeah. Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Sure am. I sure am. Yeah, I'm not really sure how I'm gonna make the roof work here. This is gonna be a tricky pickle to solve. Because I can't start going in yet, because the ladder's here. But I want an angle, because I don't want to make like a full-on second story, because that would just sort of look weird. I got an engineering thing to solve here. That's the problem. I'm not an engineer. I remember my math teacher actually said at the end of 9th grade at some point during like one of the counseling sessions where it was me, teacher, and then my parents. He said like, you know, I really think you should like go into civil engineering or whatever. And I was like, in the moment, I was like, oh yeah, sure, well, I'll think about it. But then internally, it was like, bro, are you kidding me? Me, an engineer, civil engineer, Mr. can barely even compute numbers, basically. Nah. Nah, 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 nah. Not happening. I'm an engineer in my engineer job. What's up? Don't do it. I choose happiness. What can I say? I choose happiness. I choose happiness. See, that would work better. Maybe. Hold on. Hold on. The brain needs to brain for a minute. Hold on. Let me think. Let me make some stairs to experiment with. It should do just fine. God, this music. Again, it's just this music is perfect for just letting you feel whatever you feel. If you feel happy, you'll feel happy. If you feel sad, you'll feel sad. If you feel nothing, you'll start feeling a whole lot of something very soon. Like, it's just perfect. It just is. And is it all nostalgia? Mostly. But it is also really good. But if I do, like, this... because then I can drag the staircases on over here. It would look a little bit weird with the lighting, because I know the light sort of spills through stairs, but... that could probably work. I could see it working. Maybe not work very well, but I could see it working. Just a little bit too tall, though. Like, even if I do the thing that I will eventually do, it's gonna bring it down like maybe one block, and I don't know if that's enough. And the window's a little bit weird. This is a pickle. This is a real pickle. It's a real pickle, and I need it to be a carrot. This is bad. You know what? We'll just have to leave it on this cliffhanger. Will I figure out the engineering of my very basic house? Find out on the next stream tomorrow. The school stuff is really knocking on my door at the moment, so I gotta call it, unfortunately. I hate to leave it here. Oh, whoops, that's the wrong one. I hate to leave it here, but unfortunately I gotta. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun, though. I'm already feeling it. This feels great. But we'll see, though. After I've built my house, my rudimentary house, things usually derail a little bit, so we'll see. But looking forward to tomorrow. Tomorrow I might stream for 3 hours just to make up for the lost hour today. Or I'll do that on Wednesday. I don't know. We'll see what the future holds. But that is it for today. Why did I switch screen to that? That wasn't necessary. Tomorrow we'll finish the rudimentary house. That's the goal number 1, and then I'll maybe do some other basic necessities like mining and get a stable source of food like farming potatoes. I gotta do that. But yeah, we'll see. Until tomorrow, though, I hope you'll have a wonderful evening, morning, day, night, whatever it might be, wherever you might be, and I hope to see you all tomorrow for the next stream. So until then, goodbye.